Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and if you are new here, hey, welcome. I hope you'll consider subscribing for lots more diamond painting content. And if you are back, welcome back. Today I am here with an unboxing of a kit from Craftease, and Craftease actually sent this over to me along with a couple other kits. One unboxing you'll have seen a few weeks ago, and another I'll have for you in a few more weeks. They sent over a few kits for me to share with you guys just so you can get a sense for kind of what they have over there. And so thank you to Craftease for sending this over, and of course I try to let you guys know up front if something's been sent to me so I can share with you, but I'm going to try my very hardest to be really unbiased and give you a really honest look at what we're looking at here. So the kit I'm going to be sharing with you guys today is called Home by the artist Lucy Wu, and it is legally licensed. And the three kits that I was sent were all three of them were taped together and then wrapped in kind of that black plastic trash bag kind of material and then shipped out. And I will tell you up front that I have seen that it seems like there are a couple of different sort of kinds of kits that you'll get from Craftease. I'm going to try to give you some things to look for so that you can kind of tell what you're going to be getting as well. So let me open this up and show you what we're looking at. I think that this one is one of their more recent kits that is offered in multiple sizes, and you get to choose the drill shape. So here is the name, Home by Lucy Wu. There's a little bit of, I think, dirt or something. I think the plastic cover didn't cover the glue all the way. But there is a look at the image. There's little like white puffy ghosties on there that are really cute. So I feel like already I can tell a little bit that even the canvas material, like this is different from the last one I unboxed with you guys, which was from I think one of their original lines. And I feel like the canvas, yeah, it looks just a little bit different to me. The good news is that the canvas, if you were here for my last unboxing, which is called Florally by Sybil Art, that canvas came kind of creased, actually pretty badly creased, but this one doesn't look to be having major creasing issues. These spots look like it's just where maybe the plastic cover shifted, but there's not those really harsh folds in here, so that is a good sign for sure. And to get rid of those places like here, sorry, I need to wipe off my table. That's not from Craftease. That's from me. These little like things that look like bad folds, you can just see it's where the plastic cover has shifted. And if you peel back the plastic cover and lay it back down, that's going to help that lay flat. So I'm not worried about those creases at all. But the backing on the canvas is a really, really soft material, like a short lint, soft lint. It's definitely a different material than Florally is. And like I said, this is one of those canvases that you get to choose the drill shape and you get to choose the size. And so that's one of the main hallmarks as far as what this kind of kit is going to look like. Now, it does come with a basic toolkit, which this is consistent with what I got from one of their older lines. And I know I keep describing it that way. Like I said, I'm going to try to give you some ideas for how to tell the difference between the two so you have a sense for what you're ordering. But the toolkit does seem to be pretty similar. There's some tweezers, a tray, some multi-placers, and some pink wax, and then some pens and some squishies. So basic toolkit, which is totally fine, you guys. This is a really beginner-friendly size, and I feel like Craftease's price point is typically pretty beginner-friendly as well. So, here's I want to get to this sheet is really what I'm going for. There's a sticker on here. It's a little bit cut off, but it says Home Lucy Wu 40 by 50 square drills. So I did have the chance to choose my size and drill shape. So I thought, well, how about squares? And 40 by 50 is a nice size, I feel like, for this image. So included is this, which I don't think that you get an inventory sheet like this with their older kits. There's the original artwork, and this is licensed from the artist Lucy Wu, like I mentioned, and it's called Home. This is a really cute image. It's really, really cute. They have written out some instructions for you on here, which is nice because there's nothing like that on the box. And so if you're a beginner, it is nice to have that written out. And there are some pictures. By the way, if you're watching this and you're a beginner, I have a beginner diamond painting for beginners video that I'll have linked below as well. And then I do really like that these newer kits include this sheet so that I can actually turn this into labels. Even though it's not a sticker sheet, that's not a huge deal to me at all. I'm just going to cut out this part with the symbol and the ID, which, by the way, the ID looks like it's from the DMC color code system. Is what most diamond painting companies use, and is including this one. So I appreciate that very much. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out these two columns, and I have a little sticker maker. It's really, really cost effective. They're on Amazon, and I'll do my best to remember to have one linked in the description box below. But the brand is Xyron, Xyron, and they have a few different cheap little sticker makers. I like the X150, but it goes kind of in and out of stock. But you just cut this out and you feed it through, and then it's sticker paper, and then you can cut those out as labels and put those onto your storage containers or your baggies. So I do like that they include that. And looks like we have alphanumeric symbols. It's nice that 1 through 8 actually matches up with 1 through 8. And then we go to alphabet, and then we have a few symbols at the bottom. So like I said, I really appreciate that these kits come with this sheet because it does make it easier to then, make labels and sort of kit up. Now let me show you some of the other features of the canvas. We'll go on a little tour. So there's their branding, Craft Ease. And like I said, we have the title and the branding up here. This is a little bit of a bummer. I could probably just use like a cotton ball, like dipped in alcohol maybe, and wipe that off. And then we've got the thumbnail at the top right, and a legend, and the edges are scalloped. It looks like there's maybe a little bit of finishing, some pokes in there too, so we shouldn't have to worry about too much in the way of fraying at all. We have the same thumbnail and color list over here at the bottom left, and then their website, and they have socials. So, and they do use poured glue on their canvases. If the canvas has this clear plastic cover, that's a pretty good indicator that it's a poured glue canvas. So yeah, it's really sticky, so that's good too. Now, looking at the symbols, so, okay, down here at the bottom, you guys, we do have some color blocking. Color blocking is when you have a bunch of the same color in a small area like this, and a nice big block like that, so you can use your multi-placer and you'll have that color in your tray for longer. Looks like, there's a little bit of color blocking throughout. There are also definitely some areas of, this is pure confetti. Confetti is when you have lots of color changes in a small area, and you'll mostly be single placing and be changing out the color in your tray maybe a bit more often. And that tends to go a little bit slower. But often what confetti looks like, the payoff with confetti rather, is that you will get more detail coming through and more color shifts. Sometimes it can end up looking a little bit too pixelated. So that is one thing I would be a little concerned about. Like, this is really pure confetti here. My little critter here. It's really cute. Man, that is pure confetti. So I'd be curious to see how this is going to turn out. It could be some really pretty and subtle shading, but I'm not sure. I will say that another big difference between this and their older canvases, like Florally, we do have a bunch of color blocking up here. One of the chief differences that I noticed with that too is that, to me, I look at this and it really does look like this is computer charting, maybe with some hand touch-ups, as opposed to their older canvases I feel like are more... there is more hand charting that is going into them. A better way to sort of describe that, and if you sort of don't understand those sorts of terms or know what that implies, when there's hand charting involved, that's when a person is looking at an image and turning it into a diamond painting. And what tends to happen with that is more clean and crisp lines, and there's not really a lot of that necessarily in this kit, but and computer rendering is going to be like, it's like a computer program is trying to get you as close to the original image as possible. And often that means there's a lot of confetti and it's a softer look. And I will say, just upfront and honestly, neither one of these is inherently better than the other. It is purely going to be your personal preference if you're going to gravitate towards renderings that are softer and maybe a little bit more blurred in some areas, because it really does potentially get you that much closer to the original artwork, and maybe you love that effect and what that looks like, or maybe you really want something that is clean and crisp lines, that is just, it has a more those are really just the best words I have to describe it. Is really clean and crisp. It's, I don't know, it's a little more really intentionally done. So I'm just presenting information to you of what I'm observing and what I'm seeing so that you can decide based on what your personal preference is. And I like both. It kind of depends on the circumstances. So let me grab my measuring tape and let's see where we're at on size with this one. Like I said, this is one that you get to pick your size. I think 40 by 50 was the smallest size available, and I thought would totally work for this size artwork. We're at just a tick shy. Well, I'm not totally flat, so hold on. Yeah, we're just about 50 centimeters. So I'm calling that true to size top to bottom. And then left to right, well, top to bottom on the screen for you guys, we're at just about 40 centimeters. Again, maybe a tick shy, but I'm calling that true to size. I give all companies a centimeter or two of wiggle room and give them that grace for sure. So now what I want to do is I want to take a look at the diamonds themselves and see kind of what we're working with here. And this packaging looks a little bit different to me, again, from their older line of kits. And I think those might have come in Ziploc bags as well. I'm not remembering. But if nothing else, the sticker certainly looks different. So these are square diamonds. Like I said, I wanted to get squares so I could kind of show you guys how they are looking. And I'm not necessarily good at telling if squares are acrylic or resin. The little kind of pinprick at the bottom, I feel like some people would say are an indicator that these are acrylic. And I am seeing some inconsistencies in there, like some trash, maybe some drills I wouldn't place. But yeah, some kind of like not clean cut edges. But at the same time, you know, if they've included extra and there's enough that I can at least place them on the canvas, that's, you know, that's good. But this is just, yeah, me pointing out what I'm seeing. I think these are acrylic. They have a certain look. As far as acrylic versus resin, well, there are good quality acrylic squares, but they can be trickier. So I'm not sure. It's hard to tell until they're on the canvas. But I'm a little hesitant. By the way, yeah, these are acrylic. Yeah, I'm looking at these are acrylic. Okay. I say with some confidence, but I should still put the caveat, I don't 100% know that for sure. Okay, so for what I'm seeing here, by the way, and what numbers we're seeing here. So the 28 is going to go with the number 28 on the legend. And then 3609 is the DMC code. And then 15.5 grams is the weight, in case you're wondering what those numbers indicated and how to match them up with what you're looking at. The colors, though, these pretty pastels are gorgeous. These are so pretty. We do have these really big bags. This one is kind of like a minty color. Let's see, let's get the percent sign. This one is kind of sprinkled throughout in here and in the clouds. You know, I wasn't sure. I thought that this one might have come with, did it say on the listing if it was supposed to come with ABs? I don't think I've seen any ABs in here. We have a big bag of this color, this pink color. I would have to go back and double check the listing. Maybe not. And that is another difference between this newer line of canvases and the older line. So the older line of canvases, again, I'm going to link to the unboxing I did a few weeks ago for Florally. And honestly, the only kits I've ever completed from Crafties have been from their older line of kits, which are definitely more hand charted and also have special drills charted in, crystals and ABs. Whereas these newer lines of kits don't appear to have those special drills. So But the colors on this do look really gorgeous, even though there aren't any special drills in them. You know, the pastels are actually really, really my color palette. But this is just me wanting to make sure you guys know what you are getting. That's really important to me. I don't want to be at all misleading or confusing. So if you're going onto Craftease's website and you're trying to discern, okay, what am I going to be getting a kit that has these features that I've shown you with this kit today, which is, again, this is Home by Lucy Wu, or are you going to get a kit that has the features from Florally or other unboxings and completed kits that I've shown you from Craftease? And I have a couple of key ways that I don't know that it's always going to stay this way. I don't know if it's like they have some stock back stock that it's like once that runs out, they're going to change over the old kits to the new ones. But for the moment, and I'm sure you can email them and ask, but for the moment, if you're going on the website and if the kit you're looking at offers you the choice in drill shape, like it lets you pick between round and square drills, and it offers you a choice in size, this kind of kit with these features is what you're going to be getting. The more computer rendered style, the like softer rendering, and this packaging, this canvas material, which didn't seem to be as fold prone as the others. It's those kinds of different features. However, if you're looking at a listing, and I think especially it helps if you almost sort their diamond paintings by oldest to newest, and those older diamond paintings, if it only is offered in the one drill shape and the one size, and it has the rendering on there, and you can kind of tell that it looks really clean and crisp on there, and it'll also mention the special drill types that they carry. All of those things I have found, at least as of the time of this filming, to be indicators that that is going to be in the style of those older kits. So, you know, that's just an FYI, and I will totally leave it up to you what kinds of features are important to you and what you're looking for. And so that's all that information. But this kit, there are a lot of things that I do like about it. I like this canvas material better, for sure. I like that it's not, you know, folding. I'm not gonna have to like set this under a mattress or anything. It's hard to say about the quality of the square drills because I haven't placed any on the canvas and I won't know until I do, but this one is offered in round drills. If you like the artwork and the features and the style, but you don't want to take a risk with square drills, you could get it with round drills instead. I like that I can read the symbols really clearly on the canvas, and that the shipping was pretty quick, though of course you have to keep in mind that I was sent this to share with you guys. I don't necessarily know if they would have, that changes how the shipping looks and whatnot. But I hope that this unboxing was helpful and gave you a sense for, okay, here are some of the things that Craftease offers, the different kinds of features that their kits might have. And I hope that I've given you all the information you need to decide, like, okay, is Craftease for me? I do feel that their kits are a pretty decent price point for what you get, which is nice, especially for licensed artwork. So if you want to see some of my completed Craftease kits, like I said, they're only the ones that are from their older line, so please do keep that in mind. But you can go and take a look so you can sort of see how those look completed. And I may try to complete one of these newer kits at some point so we can sort of see, okay, this is what these are looking like. But at the moment, I don't have any of those to show you. But thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, I hope this was helpful for you. Feel free to subscribe if you want to stay up to date with my diamond painting content. I should try to show you a wide variety of different diamond painting kits, and would love to have you here. And thanks again to Craftease for sending this kit over for me to share. I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope you have a day that is as amazing as you are, and I'll chat with you in the next one. Bye.